Do you remember why we use the passive? We often use it when we don't know or don't want to mention the agent of a verb. Remember, the agent is the person or thing that performed the action of the verb. In this lesson, we'll talk about using the passive as infinitives or gerunds. Here's a picture of some friends. See the woman on the right? That's Endora. She loves to cook and host big dinner parties at her house. That's Nicole sitting next to her. Nicole loves to go to dinner parties. Let's look at some infinitives. As you know, certain verbs, for example, want, take infinitives. An active infinitive looks like this. Endora wants to invite Nicole to the party. Endora is the agent in this sentence. If we want to remove the agent and focus instead on the recipient, we can use the passive. Nicole wants to be invited to the party. It's also common to use infinitives after adjectives. Again, the infinitive can be active or passive. Take a look. Endora was happy to invite Nicole. Nicole was happy to be invited. In the first sentence, Endora completed the action, so we need an active infinitive. In the second sentence, Nicole received the action, so we use the passive. Now let's take a look at passive gerunds. Just as certain verbs take infinitives, certain others, such as enjoy, take only gerunds. Endora enjoys inviting lots of people to her parties. Again, Endora is the agent, so we use the active. Nicole enjoys being invited to parties. Nicole is the recipient. Do you see the difference? Of course, there are also verbs that can take either a gerund or an infinitive. You can use a passive gerund or passive infinitive. Nicole loves being invited to parties. Nicole loves to be invited to parties. After prepositions, we also use a gerund, not an infinitive. Let's compare active and passive gerunds after a preposition. Nicole is happy about being invited. She's excited about going to the party. We can make passive gerunds and infinitives negative by adding the word not in front of the gerund or infinitive. Nicole was sad not to be invited. Nicole was worried about not being invited. As always, look out for these structures when you read or listen to people speak in English. Now that you understand the structure, you need to be exposed to it in real-life situations.